So, who is ahead in the AI race? Obviously, this is something that we hear about quite often, and definitely we always have the head-to-heads is always the USA and China. Now, there are a lot of things that we have to actually consider when we talk about actually who is really ahead, and it's not just about who has a better model and the end user experience. It's much more than that. So, what we should consider and what China is doing, actually, in my opinion, quite better is we're talking about infrastructure. Again, AI is not just something that's imaginary that lives in the cloud. And therefore, also, the cloud is not literally a cloud. It's something, it's some hardware sitting in some data centers spread around the world in different regions to reach you and to serve us. Without the cloud infrastructure and without the hardware, AI, ChatGPT, all that good stuff that we use would not be possible. Even a lot of the websites and services that you guys access are hosted on the cloud now. Now, the thing is that what you need to consider is China came out, right, with what? With DeepSeek, yeah? And DeepSeek proved, it gave ChatGPT quite a run for its money, okay? It's a free model, it's open source, anyone can use it. And DeepSeek, what you guys need to take into consideration, was created on a fraction of the amount that was invested into ChatGPT by OpenAI. It was created on mediocre hardware compared to the hardware that's actually hosting also OpenAI's ChatGPT model. And it's still been able to give, OpenAI a run for their money. Now, the key thing here is what they focused on, where they outdo the US in, is that they focused on the algorithms. And that is the key thing, is that they're focused on the software and the algorithm. And the one thing about China that you must all take into consideration is that they're very closed off usually, right? This is something that they've been willing to show, the rest of the world. This is a taster. Now, this only should make you think of what is it that they're not showing us, right? So what we're having now in the US is also, as you can see, with the inflation with hardware and the prices with Nvidia and the GPUs going up, what we're having now is a panic buy, massive, massive panic. People are just like Amazon, Microsoft, they're just buying hardware and we'll think about the algorithm later. Just buy the best hardware. We'll think about all this stuff later. China, on the other hand, has the way they've distributed electricity, the way they use, they're doing their power, their infrastructure is much more better. The demand from data centers that will be required to run these type of things is, you're talking within, I think 10 gigawatts, maybe more. That's something that you need a nuclear plant to produce. Building a nuclear plant in the States will take arguably at least a couple of years, sometimes even 10. And that is a very long time to try to catch up to China.